Hello, my name is Tim Helbing with the Helbing Law Office. I am a practicing bankruptcy attorney in Appleton, Wisconsin, and here are 5 common myths regarding bankruptcy. Myth number 1, bankruptcy filings are posted in the newspaper. As with any legal proceeding, bankruptcy filings are public knowledge. However, bankruptcy filings are not listed in the newspaper. There is a relatively good chance that no one will ever know that you filed bankruptcy. The only way someone will learn of your bankruptcy is if they are a creditor of yours or if you tell them. Myth number 2, I will lose all of my property if I file bankruptcy. The bankruptcy laws allow every person who files bankruptcy to maintain a basic standard of living. Each bankruptcy filer is given a certain amount of exemption space to protect their property. If all of your property fits within these limits, your property will be protected. Only if your property exceeds these exemption limits will it be subject to liquidation. It is very rare that a bankruptcy filer's property exceeds the amount of the exemptions. There is a very good chance that the only thing you will lose as a result of filing bankruptcy is the debt. Myth number 3, I will never get credit again. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, a Chapter 7 bankruptcy will be listed on your credit report for 10 years. However, you can start rebuilding your credit immediately after the bankruptcy filing. A positive credit history moving forward will help in gaining access to credit. Installment loans and secured credit cards are a great way to begin a positive credit history. In a few years, you should see a noticeable improvement in your credit score. It is not uncommon to see a relatively high score at the time the bankruptcy filing is removed from your credit report. Myth number 4, I can only file bankruptcy once in my lifetime. Bankruptcy laws do not prevent anyone from filing more than once. There is no limit to how many times you can file bankruptcy. A Chapter 7 discharge is available once every 8 years. In the case of a Chapter 13, you may be eligible to receive a discharge every 4 years. If your bankruptcy was dismissed, you can file another bankruptcy immediately. Myth number 5, if I'm married, both my spouse and I have to file. As a married couple, you may file separately or together. In most circumstances, filing together is the best option, especially if the debt was incurred during the marriage. In those situations where one spouse had significant debt prior to the marriage, it makes sense for only that spouse to file bankruptcy. In those situations, the non-filing spouse will suffer no consequences from the bankruptcy filing.